Attention crew and passengers. This is your co-pilot speaking. Your pilot is black mind, so you are not going blind and there is no power failure. You are merely experiencing the immense blackness of his proximity, and when you hear his voice, the cabin will get even darker than it is now. We will be cruising at the speed equal to the speed of light, because there is one thing that can match it, and that is darkness. You will probably be a lot darker when we arrive as well. This is normal, and your loved ones awaiting your arrival might think you spend time in the tropics. When you tell them about the pilot, they'll understand. We will taxi to the runway now, so please buckle up and prepare for a high-speed departure. Thank you for choosing Jet Black Airways.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. To some of y'all, and peace out to the rest of you. Hit the share button because the message is more important than the messenger. I can't find the video right now. I had it before, but I don't have it now. But it was a video in which a church sister with bangs that went almost to her eyelids looked into a camera and told us all that she had a man that loved God and checked off so many boxes, but something was missing, so she broke it off. If you saw the video, you can tell that she was a church sister. If you heard the video, you could guess. She has the right to want what she wants. She does not have to choose that particular man. He does not have to choose her. But I want you guys to keep something in mind. If there's any sister that should be immune to the attraction of negativity, it should be the worshipful sister. If she is Hebrew Israelite, Muslima, or practicing Christian, and she believes in and worships a deity of morality, that means she is not supposed to prefer negativity and immorality over morality in a man. To want security and safety is normal and even a necessity, but to want negativity is outright immoral and inexcusable, and there's no reason to overlook that mess. Shuck that fit. This woman represents the church, even if she worships privately and doesn't have a church membership, and she is still not telling a particular truth and shaming the devil, which is what church people are told to do. That truth is why I entitled this as I did. She did not break the engagement off, even though the man checked off these boxes. She broke the engagement off because the man checked off these boxes. It was because of what was right about him that she broke it off, not in spite of what was right about him. She views black men the same way that any other sister views black men, and that is through the lens of white supremacy. And that means that she is deficient in her morality itself, because with her religion, she's not supposed to do that. White supremacy governs the vaginal walls or vaginal walls and uteruses of even worshipful sisters, despite their claims of faith or even attempts at faith. And they cannot shake that in Jesus' name. Now, to me, you're not supposed to do it in Jesus' name. You're supposed to do it in the name of the one who created Jesus and in whose name Jesus did his works. However, we do need to be prepared and able to defend the women that are worth the provision and the protection. But if these women that are worshipful would throw off the negativity and hybristophilia, we would not have to be murderous felons to qualify to mate. Not having to be that would mean less danger for us on average, because we would not have to go seeking out and starting trouble to qualify. Sisters want us to do this, seek out and start trouble and be aggressors, because they want us dead early in life, and they don't demand this of Master's grandson because they want him alive for longer. Do you get it? She knew this man would probably live a long life with her, retiring and all of that and being at home with her in their old age, unless he was destined to go early anyway via violence or a bad diet. She knew that was not very likely. Additionally, his lifestyle was boring to her, aside from that. They tolerate boredom from Master's grandson or granddaughter, but not from one of us. And that's because tolerating boredom would be too easy for us in their minds. I want to tell you young brothers something. This woman is not going to learn her lesson young enough to be convenient for you, and neither is any other Western chick. They will learn their lessons. They will learn their lessons when they are too old and when it is not convenient for you or me or for any other man for them to learn these lessons. They will only learn these lessons when it is too late. If it is too late for them, that's one more lady with whom it is too late for us. Most of them are going to make the same mistake, which is why I say too late for us as well. That's what I wanted you young brothers to understand. You are not going to go out, and her ex-fiance is not necessarily going to go out and just replace her at the drop of a hat, because he's likely to face the same thing, the same negativity and hybristophilia from the next one. And that's if she even finds him, digs him like that, finds him attractive enough. I want you young brothers to know and realize and remember that when you do lose someone for some stupid reason like this, that does not mean that the next one is just around the corner. The next one can be a long way away, and that is not your fault. That's biology. Do not accept blame or guilt for this. This is something that was just set up that way. It doesn't take much for them to get men. It takes a lot for you to be able to get even no good women. I also want to tell you young brothers that you're doing, for the most part, a pretty good job compared to my age group of making these ditzy broads understand that they need to actually have some substance as well, or you will check out. Should you self-improve? Yes. Should you work hard in exchange for very little in life, the way that some baby boomers will tell you to do, and pull yourself up by your bootstraps? Hell the nuck foe, you should not. No one should work hard to be poor. If a lot of people in the world are going to have to be poor, they shouldn't work hard. End of. But that's another topic for another day. What I want you to understand is that should you have a work ethic when it's worth it? Should you self-improve? Should you develop as men? Absolutely, you should. That does not mean for 1 second that you should sit there and do it in exchange for ditzy, childish broads, because if you got to be a man to qualify based on even stupid definitions of manhood they're going to have, then they must also be grown adult women to qualify. Neoteny and pedophilia are two different things. Well, neoteny is the youthful appearance, and liking or preferring neoteny and youthful appearance in women is different from wanting them to not be grown women. Those are two different things. Most of us are not into the second sick category. Most of us simply prefer youthful appearances. Even if I particularly don't look for that, most men do. That's normal, that's natural. But that does not mean that it is okay for them to psychologically be stupid, immature, ditzy, childish. And because men of my age group, because we inherited this, did not demand this enough, and didn't really demand it at all, because our older brothers did not and our older cousins did not, we turned around and kicked that can further down the road to you, and you're doing an excellent job of saying we will no longer kick that can down the road. Grow the fuck, bitch. Learn to read, get some substance upstairs. Not all of you are doing this, but more of you are doing this than ever happened in my age group. Keep up that good work, gentlemen. Thanks for listening.